Once upon a time, in a very tidy town called Buttonville, there lived a boy named Rohan who hated buttons. Not shirts with buttons, not coats with buttons, just buttons. He didn't trust them. "They're always popping off at the worst time," he would say, suspiciously eyeing his school uniform like it was planning something. One morning, as Rohan was getting ready for school, his top button wiggled. Rohan froze. "I saw that," he whispered. The button wiggled again. Then, pop! It flew off, bounced off the wall, hit the ceiling fan, and landed perfectly inside his cereal bowl. Splash! Rohan stared at it. The button stared back. Well, as much as a button can stare. "That's it," said Rohan. "You've crossed the line." He ran to tell his grandmother, who was the wisest person in Buttonville and also the fastest at sewing. "Dottie, the buttons are alive!" She didn't even look surprised. "Ah," she said calmly, "it has begun." "What has begun?" Rohan squeaked. "The Great Button Rebellion." Before Rohan could ask anything else, every button in the house started popping. Pop, pop, pop. Buttons flew everywhere, off shirts, cushions, remote controls. One even zipped past like a tiny flying saucer. A group of them landed in front of Rohan and arranged themselves in a neat line. Then, using a piece of thread like a microphone, the biggest button said, "We demand respect." Rohan blinked. "You live on my clothes." "And you stretch us during lunch," another button shouted. "Those extra samosas are not our fault." Rohan looked guilty. "And you never thank us," said the leader button. "We work hard holding everything together." Rohan thought for a moment. Then he said, "Okay, fair. I do eat a lot of samosas." The buttons murmured. "So, truce?" Rohan offered. "I'll be nicer, and maybe wear slightly bigger shirts." The buttons huddled. Whisper, whisper. Finally, the leader said, "Agreed." Instantly, all the buttons flew back to where they belonged and snapped into place. Rohan smiled. From that day on, he respected buttons. And the buttons? They never popped off again. Except once, during a double samosa day. Pop!